multiple streams of income, how to generate a lifetime of unlimited wealth, who are highly motivated to find a solution. 301 smarter answers to top interview question. If you are asked a question that's deemed job related, do your best to focus your response to make it more relevant to the job. The age of addiction, how bad habits became big business. Did the microwave the cake better smell better? Smell like the scrambled eggs and taste like the cardboard. The human network, how your social position determines your power, belief, and behaviors. It is not hard to explain why we see so much clustering. The supreme end of education is expert discernment in all things, the power to tell the good from the bad, the genuine from the counterfeit, and to prepare the good and the genuine to the bad and the counterfeit. Expert discernment in all things. Master your time, master your life. The breakthrough system to gain more results faster in every area of your life. You can do less of other things. Lions don't need to roar. Using the leadership power of professional presence to stand out, fit in, and move ahead. A small difference can make a small difference can make a big difference, he said. Talking with patience keys to good communication. It has to be acknowledged that the nursing codex record frequently provide a more comprehensive narrative than medical case records, and more importantly, it often takes greater account of the affective aspect of illness, of how the patient is feeling. Choose your story, change your life. Since your inner critic and rewrite your life from the inside out. Share your story, share your story, change the world. I have an ulterior motive for writing this book. I want to change the world. Oh, college essays that made the difference. Whenever I made an unwise purchase, he would lecture me, relating his experience as a refugee during the Vietnam War in an attempt to make me realize how not wasting anything, food, clothing, or money, had saved the lives of my family members during their perilous journey from Vietnam to Malaysia and from Malaysia to the United States. A content-based grammar. He said he was living Every woman's guide to foot the pain relief, the new science of a healthy feet, because most of us have been wearing shoes since an early age. We have missed out on learning the motion and exercising 25% of our muscles. The new private practice. Therapists, coaches share stories, strategies, and advice. The saving precisely defined the change the client wants to make. The brief strategic model looks next for the approach the client has repeatedly used in an attempt to make that change. Above the line, living and leading with the heart. Know who I am, authentic and transforming. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. The dollarization discipline, how smart companies create customer value and profit from it. This tells us that the marketer is getting very close to the essence of the story. The brain's way of healing, remarkable discoveries, and the recoveries from the frontiers of neuroplasticity. F was able to get Upram to cross one knee over the other, putting them even closer together than they had been. Currency wars, the making of the next global crisis. November 19, 2008, Dow Jones report that China is considering a target of 4,000 metric tons for its official gold reserves to diversify against the risk of holding US dollars. The mobile wave, how mobile intelligence will change everything. Diet improves. Change we can believe in. Barack Obama's plan to renew America's promise. For the last 6 years, we've been told that our mounting debts don't matter. We've been told that the anxiety Americans feel about rising healthcare costs and stagnant wages are an illusion. We've been told that climate change is a hoax, and that top talk and all ill-conceived work can replace the diplomats and the strategy and the foresight. Hoax, H-O-A-X. The truth about the leadership, the personal best leadership cases, as the K observed, are about triumph over adversity, departures from the past, about doing things that had never been done before, about going to places not yet discovered. They are all about challenge and change. The inevitable. Understanding the 12 technological forces that will shape our future. Anyone can sign up to be an advertiser on Google by filling out an online form. I am somebody. I gave them a thing to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah, you say it long enough, it starts to be part of you. In the spotlight. Your purpose is not to gain the approval of others, but to add value to the lives of others. Yeah, everyone communicate, few connect. What the most effective people do differently. The measure of a great teacher isn't what he or she knows, it's what the students know. Irresistible, the rise of addictive technology and the billions of keeping us hooked. As they told it in 1982, two brothers from Wisconsin created a camera named the Hypstamic 100. The real life of the MBA. Your no BS are the guide to winning the game, building a team, and growing your career. On a bad day, it can be enough to make you want to run your life from inside a cave. Take time to share. Life is take time to share. Life is too short to be selfish. Cracking the success code. And yet, when I conduct my initial interview with clients, I'm surprised at how few have one in place. Making the most out of every day, regardless of what life throws you. Let it go already. The mind is slow in unlearning what it has been long in learning. How we learn, the surprising truths about when, where, and why it happens. What does this mean for the learning strategy? Stepping up. What a shame we had to go all that way to Uganda to help people, my partner said. Reading comprehension. How do you know what to anticipate, decide, analyze, or record if you aren't told? Creative visualization. Use the power of your imagination to create what you want in your life. From now on, this is your own personal inner sanctuary to which you can return anytime just by closing your eyes and desiring to be there. Psychology for Dummies. Their affiliation with other children increase and they start to develop a small core group of friends. The soulmate experience, a practical guide to creating extraordinary relationships. When disagreement arises, turn to your context to guide you toward a higher possibility. The Leader's Guide to Influence, how to use soft skills to get hard results. It is therefore important to learn how to deal with conflict and confrontation in a positive and effective way. Conflict has its good and bad points. Barack Obama, A Promised Land. I finished writing the speech in the dead of night. In the dead of night, aboard Air Force One, as Michelle slept in our cabin, my weary eyes drawn away from the page ever so often by the sight of a spectral moon over the Atlantic. Digital transformation survive and thrive in an era of massive extinction. Impact on business model. Embracing IoT is forcing companies to assess new strategic options. Stop. Escape average. Do work that matters. Punch fear in the face. Don't be surprised by that. Pause. Harnessing the life-changing power of giving yourself a break. The most obvious evidence is that they decided to adopt a baby boy after their visit to Africa. Extraordinary results begin with one small change. The drops of rain make a hole in the stone, not by violence, but by falling. Sticker shock. The day you realize you are worth the millions. Always ask for their business. I know this information because I was the one who greeted them as I was making my way back to my office from the service department. The winning attitudes, your key to personal success. Make these words a part of your vocabulary. I can, I will. Expect the best, I know. I will make the time. Positively, I am confident. I do believe. Promote you. God is able. How pleasure works, the new science of why we like what we like, safety and pain. When the psychologist Jonathan and his colleagues showed this movie to undergraduates, they rated it as disturbing and disgusting, and few watched it until the end. Attitudes at the 101. The taller man consistently received higher salaries. Like it or not, physical appearance impact a person's attitudes. Crazy. A father search through America's mental health madness. Between 25 and 45% of homeless individuals have a severe psychiatric disorder, he told the panel. The positive shift, mastering mindset to improve happiness, health, and longevity. This type of short-term approach helps you start a new routine, which over time can become a regular part of your life. Make a plan. Yeah, born for this. How to find the work you are meant to do. Instead, create your own security by going 0 to 1 and building your own small or not so small empire from the ground up. When to quit your job and when to turn a side hustle into a full-time business. The longevity paradox. How to die young at ripe old age. Spirit, 1 ounce per day. Dark spirits like the bourbon, scotch, dark spectacular. The silo effect. The silo effect. The pendulum expertise and the promise of breaking down barriers. Similar initiatives got underway on the other side of the Atlantic, albeit not quite as radical as in London. Speak. Love your story. Your audience is waiting. Use your voice to step up your speaking game and the human game. And I expect the same from my husband. Create your own future. How to master the 12 critical factors of unlimited success. Believe in your mental abilities. Don't sell yourself short. No rules are the rules. Netflix and the culture of reinvention. Although just about all companies talk about empowering staff, in the vast majority of organizations, real empowerment is a pipe dream. Because employees aren't given enough information to take the ownership of anything. Pipe dream. Future trends, a guide to decision making and leadership in business. Social trends. Yeah, much as other categories of trends, those revolving in the social sphere make it clear that changes always serve as the primary currency of the future. Managing stress. When we first leave home and head up to college, we assert our independence with various freedom that we didn't have access to under the rule of our parents. The craving mind, from cigarette to smartphones to love, why we get hooked and how we can break the bad habits. Amy, a neuroscientist at Yale, put it this way. Even quite a mild, acute, uncontrollable stress can cause a rapid and dramatic loss of prefrontal cognitive abilities. Peaks and valleys, making good and bad times work for you at work and in life. The young man looked across the river and focused on the tree stump as if nothing else existed. The secret hero. Then recognize that the thing that inspires you about that person is actually a part of yourself. Life span, why we age and why we don't have to. When we take them together though, we are staring up the road at decades of longer, healthier life. Keep calm for ladies. The way you treat yourself set the standard for others. Rejected. Tales of the failed, dumped, and the cancelled. What better way to lure your unsuspecting man to your apartment than under the guise of an interview? How successful people lead, taking your influence to the next level. When they master level 3, they become more productive. The 5 essential people skills: how to assert yourself, listen to others, and resolve conflict. Share the feelings that the facts elicit within you. Second, what feelings do the facts bring out in you? Learn like a pro. Science-based tools to become better at everything. You need to practice problems yourself, even if you think you already understand them. The art of aging, a doctor's prescription for the well-being. According to a 2005 census report, approximately 20% of the aged are reported to be clinically depressed at any given time, and the actual figure is probably higher because so many do not seek the treatment. Reader, come home, the reading brain in a digital world. With all the sense of rightness for just cause that the school emboldened, Ben and his buddies organized a petition against the sexist unfairness of the fourth grade teacher toward boys and the unjust treatment they received over their homework. Rejection proof. How I beat the fear and became invincible through 100 days of rejection. Don't ever write me again. Open the gate to the Ivy League, a plan B for getting into the top college. Also participating 5 4-year campuses. UW Green Bay. Men are like the Whoppers, women are like the spaghetti, understanding and delighting in your difference. This aspect is more marked for boys, though other aspects of a father's behavior can also have a dire effect on a daughter's intellectual development. Teaching by principals, an interactive approach to language pedagogy. Even drills can be structured to provide a sense of authenticity. How to build self-discipline. If you want to make positive changes in your life and achieve your long-term goals, I can think of a better way to do it than to learn how to become more self-disciplined. If you are not first, you are last. Sales strategies to dominate your market and beat your competition. When you have other places you have to be and don't have time for these things, then you just don't do them. The Casey interview secret. Interviewer, interesting insight. Given these skills, mismatch. How should Omega and Omega go about evaluating acquisition candidate? Talk Incorporated, how trusted leaders use conversation to power their organization. Intentionality. On the unwritten rules, the 6 skills you need to get promoted to the executive level. Factor 6, Projecting Executive Presence, Chapter 8. If you think executive presence means dress for success, personal grooming, and looking like an executive, you'd be partially right and perhaps fundamentally wrong. The mystery method. Your approach is also much less threatening with another woman on your arm. Here comes everybody. It's unlikely because the German brought a second advantage to the battlefield. They understood what radios were good for. Willpower that doesn't work. Discover the hidden keys to success. And because addiction is the opposite of connection, it's best to have someone you can immediately call when you get a craving. Mojo, how to get it, how to keep it, how to get it back if you lose it. The result is a new breed of professional employee, more driven and hardworking, yet more insecure than ever before. Secrets of a CEO Coach, your personal training guide to thinking like a leader and acting like a CEO. Chapter 5, Using Critical Energy, Perception Management. 50 high-impact speeches and remarks, proven words you can adapt for any business occasion. The greatest speeches from the greatest leaders. Speeches announcing new strategy. Organization more than individual can be hard to change. The story of you. Growing up, young threes may have been born into a role already weighted with such lofty expectation that they never realized the pressure on them until adulthood. The wisdom of menopause, creating physical and emotional health during the change. This omega-6 fatty acid, found in nuts, whole grains, most vegetable oils, eggs, and poultry, has been shown in clinical studies to keep skin from drying out and thinning. Madam Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, and the lessons of power. Shame on them, she said. Marketing Made Simple, a step-by-step story brand guide for any business. Your lead generator can be a PDF, a video series, a pre-sample, a live event, or anything you can give your potential customer that help them solve a problem. Principles. Don't be one of these people. 30 lessons for loving. Advice from the wisest Americans on love, relationship, and marriage. Avoid the ones with the defeatist attitudes. Get out of there before they drag you down. Knowledge and power. The information theory of capitalism and how it is revolutionizing our world. A flow-based concept, GDP does not take into account positive or negative changes in a country's balance sheet as shaped by the 누스피어. 와, 이거 뭔 단어야? 이게 뭔 단어가 이런 단어가 있대요.